And tonight on the new CBS News series, Brooklyn DA, prosecutors look into the case of a former model. She went in for a cosmetic procedure that ended up costing her life.
Every day when I come in, it's a new day in terms of what may very well cross my desk. Isel Pineda, she was a 51-year-old woman who died on May 10th, 2012 from a liposuction procedure.
When you saw the ad that she saw on the internet for the procedure, it almost looked like you were going to get your nails done.
There was really no reason for anyone to believe that she would die from this procedure because it was done with local anesthetic.
When I got to the hospital, they told me that this doctor gave her anesthesia and it didn't go well with her heart. And it just stopped beating.
The doctor who performed the liposuction procedure on Isel was a doctor named Dr. Oleg Davy. During the autopsy, it was discovered that Isel had had a heart transplant done 8 years before this procedure, done by Dr. Oz himself. Dr. Davy had indicated to the health department that he did not know of Isel's condition. The health department demanded that Dr. Davy turn over the medical records. What Dr. Davy didn't know was that Isel kept a copy of the medical history form that she filled out when she first went to see Dr. Davy.
She had the whole listing of all her medications, said heart transplant.
So we had two medical history forms, one a complete form and another with information somehow removed. We needed to determine if we were looking at a forgery of some kind. We turned to a document examiner. In fact, his family helped solve the Lindbergh baby kidnapping case.
He is 20 months old. When stolen, he was dressed in a white sleeping suit.
The original ransom note, my great-grandfather, as well as my grandfather, were both involved with the examination of that evidence. And a complex body of writing, a word, a name, a series of letters, cannot be replicated by a writer exactly the same way twice. You can see the 3 medication names that appear on the doctor's form. They are actually part of a list of 6 medications from Ms. Pineda's version of the form. If we take those and we line them up, we can see that they perfectly align.
It is our position that Dr. Davy altered this document so that he could claim ignorance as to the condition, being the heart transplant, and the medication that Isel was on.
I want him to do time for taking my sister's life.
We're working